the game of the century, Andre.
In some ways, it is.
Oh, in what ways?
Well, I mean, this could reshape the AFC for the next decade.
I got to tell you guys, I'm really disappointed in Andre today.
Oh, no.
This guy comes in here, just, he just stumbles in here like it's, regular old day. He's like, so what are we talking about? Thursday Night Football? I'm like, what do you mean? What? Yeah, we're talking about Thursday Night Football. This is one of the best Thursday Night Football games I've ever seen.
I mean, that's true.
You know what I was thinking about the other day? People always complain when it's bad team on bad team in Thursday Night Football. Would you rather bad team on good team?
Right. That's the true trash matchup.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, you can't have, Jets, Patriots on Thursday Night Football. Then it's just going to be a blowout.
It's like when the ones practice against the ones, it's good on good, right?
Yes.
We got bad on bad right here.
We got threes on threes, baby. Let's go. Scout team. The scout team game.
Oh, yes.
That's what this will go down as, the scout team bowl. And the Broncos absolutely are starting their scout team. Like, quite literally, they're starting their scout team quarterback at quarterback.
Are you ready to see a game defined by if Asang Bassi can cover Braxton Berrios? Because strap in tight, baby. That's what we're getting in a couple hours.
This might as well be the Senior Bowl. The only difference is we don't get to go to New Orleans later tonight.
It's true, but we are in a casino, so that helps.
That is true. We are at the DNVR bar, which is just as good as you can get when it comes to trying to get that vibe around here.
Yeah, the Big Easy. Yeah.
Oh, man. Speaking of easy, I see some easy wins on the board tonight.
You do?
Oh,
good.
Easy wins all over the place.
Good, tell me, because I need it. Because I came into this show hot. I got a big win right as the show was ending. I went up 10 units, and I managed to squander 7 of them.
No, you didn't. How? How did you squander 7 units in less than 24 hours?
The Heat, for one, our lovely neighbors had a birthday party. So we went over to be with them. My phone is getting lit up by people like you and Justin Michael about the Heat being up big early in the first quarter. I'm not watching, mind you.
I would have never texted you something like that. I do not jinx bets.
And we had an issue with... something must have been going on with the internet at the bar as we were putting our bets in post-show yesterday because we realized some didn't go through. That's what you were texting me.
Yes, I honestly feel terrible.
So I'm getting bet regret and feeling like I'm missing out on the Heat beating the Lakers. So I had just overconfidence and FOMO and just doubled down. Then the Lakers tie it up, and I'm like, oh, now I'm getting good values on the Lakers. That's where I doubled down. Then I tripled down when the Heat down by 10. And things fell apart quickly. Then I tried to make up some wins by parlaying some more baseball games late night, and those parlays didn't go well because I wanted the value. I can't root for, Dodgers and Yankees, so they just barely won. So I watched baseball from start to finish yesterday. Great day watching baseball. Hated watching the NBA Finals. Won a lot, lost a lot. It was kind of a grand day.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned the doubling down on the Heat thing. Our guy Shane Co., who was in the comment section yesterday, was texting me after the game. He's like, I can't believe I doubled down on the Heat and then tripled down on them later. It's like, that's such a classic underdog move.
I was feeling it.
And sometimes if you hit it,
right,
it's like you hit the jackpot. But when you don't, you feel stupid because they just never made a run.
They didn't. It was terrible.
I actually feel terrible. I feel terrible that we gave out picks yesterday and didn't sync with the ship. Like, I honestly wish I was down 4 units because of the 4 L's I handed out yesterday. Somehow, some way, I text you, dude, it's like 7 minutes into the game when I'm looking and I'm like starting to count my money. I'm like, I'm gonna go see. Let me just make sure what my bets are. My account hadn't changed from the morning, and I'm like, my bets didn't go through. So then I text you. I'm like, dude, my bets didn't go through, and you're like, oh my god, mine didn't either. And I feel like. I wish all the people won and I didn't, but because all the people lost and I didn't, I feel terrible. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry, folks.
The one I missed out on too, LeBron and James triple-double. We fell an assist short.
Oh, yeah. He was trying to get it too late and they just wouldn't. He was hunting it.
When I knew we were in major trouble as Heat punters was when LeBron, as the clock expired on the half, found it within his 35-year-old body to grab the ball off the backboard, do like some crazy
Windmill.
double side windmill and dunk it home. I was like, oh, so we're completely screwed.
That's the only dunk he had all night, by the way.
I told you, man. I told you.
There's so many times when there's no one around the rim and he just lays it up.
Also, can I just say, I thought I was placing money on Tyler Hero to be the leader in negative plus minus, which he was, negative 35.
Oh, yes.
I'm sorry, I misread the bet, guys.
Yeah,
So
not leading scorer,
Yeah.
leading detractor.
yeah, leading detractor. So DraftKings helped
Help a guy out. Anyways, forget all those losses. It's time to stack wins. And like we said in the headline, we're getting weird out here. I legitimately think,
have to.
first of all, don't forget to opt into your 20% profit boost on all week 4 games.
Thank you,
You can
man.
apply that to anything here.
Yes.
I usually apply it to the bet I'm taking with the most value, which is usually dumb, but sometimes it works out well. So let's start with the 2 weirdest props that we have discovered. Now, Andre is going to try and sell you on some snake oil safety bet. Don't do it.
Which I can't even find. So it's
It's
not
on
happening.
there. It's under game props.
Oh, you found it.
And then
oh.
like game specials or something.
Oh, genius. You're the best.
I got you. I'll help you lose money any day. You're welcome, DraftKings.
Totally.
We discovered this one. I believe it's also in game specials. And it's like field goal props or something like that.
Oh, yes. Yes, this is the best.
So we've got 2
Kicking
here.
props.
Kicking props. There's 2 here that I just can't get enough of.
Chef's kiss.
Beautiful. Here we go. Total yards of shortest successful field goal. Total yards of shortest successful field goal. We like under 27 and a half. That basically means the field goal has to be attempted from inside the 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or the line of scrimmage is inside the 10. You have to imagine these 2 offenses, one of them, I mean, if they can get that deep, which I think someone will at some point.
Eventually.
Yes. They're not going to punch it in. Field goal. You
Right.
got to take points if they're out there in this game.
Yes, exactly. So that's the thinking, is both bad red zone offenses and the game being close enough and low scoring enough where you have to settle for a field goal. You can't just go for it on 4th and 2 down on the 5.
Exactly. So we love the under in that. And then there's the other side of this. Total yards of longest successful field goal in the game over 45 and a half.
Right.
If you cross midfield, you're in scoring position in this game. You or at least you better act like you are.
Yeah.
And I think there's absolutely going to be a 50-yard field goal attempted in this game. You just got to make it.
I say the game's won on that long field goal.
I actually think I wrote that in our Broncos roundtable preview. I said Broncos win on a walk-off Brandon McManus. I think I said long field goal because I wanted to be able to expand the amount of place. Like if it's like 46, I can still say that I was right.
That's the old school conventional NFL media giving you the gambling wink was like, I like the Broncos in this one, and I like them to win by 2 touchdowns. You know,
Oh, yeah.
you're not saying, oh, they're going to cover, but you're essentially, and you kind of did the same, but you're more hedging because you're saying a long field goal.
So I'm in on both of those.
So you say the Broncos win.
Broncos win.
Wow.
Yeah.
Could it be perchance by scoring a defensive safety?
No.
Oh.
Certainly not.
Because you can get a safety to be scored plus 1150.
Why would you bet something like this?
Because this is, if there's a game where that's happening, it's this game.
So give me the situation in which this safety occurs.
If I could bet on this, I would bet on this as well. What's really going to happen is one of these teams has a blocked or muffed punt.
Oh.
And then they're really going to be pinned back, and boom. That's how it's going to happen.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Special teams play is going to be big, as we pointed out with the kicking, you know. So even pinning the other team, you know, deep in their own.
You know what's going to happen if this hits? I'm going to call how it hits. Holding in the end zone.
That would be epic.
Do you know what the odds you could get on that? Would have to be plus 10,000 if you could call a holding in the end zone safety.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. I mean, that's the rarest.
Rarest safety.
Yeah, I mean,
Because they
that should
almost
be like
never. Do you know?
plus 50,000.
It's really hard for a ref to put points on the board. It's one of the only
Right,
situations where
right.
the ref can give points,
It's true.
and they don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's true.
Maybe you get like a Dan Orlovsky moment where someone just drops
Running
back right
it
out of
out.
the end zone.
I mean, Grip It and Rip It and Sam Darnold, I think, could have that kind of special number in their bag.
Rippin, way too smart. Sam Darnold, it could happen.
I love how Rippin's now the highest IQ in football.
He is, dude. He's a genius.
Oh, boy.
He's the next Kellen Moore, but better.
Wow. Get shades of Gary Kubiak, huh?
Yep. 37-12 in his college career, that Brett Rippin. You think he's walking out of the end zone? Hell no. Sam Darnold, though, the Jets are famous for primetime gaffes.
Butt fumbling it, if you will, yeah.
This would be the new butt fumble.
Man.
That would be like the moment where you knew it was over for Sam Darnold.
Yeah. Yeah. So, money line even on this one.
Yes, money line is both minus 107. I got to be honest.
And they seem to have finally settled in at Broncos -1?
That is what we have here, yeah.
Depending
Broncos
on the
-1.
book, though, it's...
Well, and the
even
minus
like the Jets
107
+1.
on both sides, they're saying it's a pick 'em. I don't know why they don't just make it a pick 'em.
Yeah.
But anyways, I don't recommend betting on a team to win this football game.
You don't?
No. I think there's just you can profit off of other things rather than trying to guess who's going to win this slop show.
Yeah, I guess you're not wrong about that.
But I think there are more paths to a Broncos victory than there are paths to a Jets victory. That does not mean that the Broncos are going to win. It just means that I see I'm trying to just look at all the ways this game could go.
Yeah.
Like, I think one of the top 5 most likely outcomes is a Broncos blowout.
Huh. I don't know how they find the offense to blow anyone out, but
Well, you have to remember
I think it's 20-6 a blowout.
they went into Arizona a couple years ago on Thursday Night Football, and
That was something else.
they won that football game, I believe, like 45-10.
Yeah.
There's 2 defensive touchdowns. That's how you blow someone out.
Yeah, that's right.
But wow, this one blows my mind, Andre. Just 24 hours ago from right now, the over-under in this football game was set at 39.5. What on God's green earth has caused this game to go up 1.5 points in the over-under?
Is that the Rippin effect?
No,
was
it went
pre-
down in the Rippin effect. Is it what's his face playing? Jamison Crowder?
He is.
Is that worth 1.5 points?
Yeah, I mean, it might be. Honestly, it might
Cool,
be.
thank you. Hit the under.
You're back on the under.
I've always been on the under.
When your friend asked you earlier in the week and we talked about it, you said this is a case where the offenses are so bad.
No.
The under actually scares me.
I said that was the thing that scared me about taking the under, but that doesn't mean I'm not taking it.
Oh, okay. You're sticking to
Like the path to losing this bet has to do with ineptitude rather than competence. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I just said, 2 defensive touchdowns and a blowout for the Broncos is how you lose this bet. But even then, I mean, it could be like a 21-7 type of blowout.
Yeah. I see this as, 17-14.
I predicted 13-10. Now, if you're confident in 13-10, which...
Yeah, both teams aren't getting to 20. And neither team's going over 24.
Under 29.5 is boosted to plus 430.
I think we need to take that.
Over
It's our responsibility as Denver fans to take that.
It's like I call this one like the Thursday Night Football. What did we call it? What did I call the game earlier? Oh, the Scout Team Special. This right here is the Scout Team
That's
Special.
the scout. Where do I find that in Odds Boost?
Odds boost.
I better get on that like now.
Weirdly enough, if you feel the exact opposite of us, over 13.5 points is boosted to plus 300 in the first quarter.
Oh wow.
We took that in Ravens Chiefs and it didn't hit.
Did hit 2 plays later in the second.
Yeah, so annoying.
Yeah, that was upsetting.
I was like, Mahomes, what are you doing? Get up to the line, and no.
dude, that's so golden. I
What?
love that line.
What?
The under 29.5.
I mean, it's going to be a
just
slog.
think we've suffered through horrible offenses. Like your nails were being pulled every offensive play. since Peyton Manning. Now you can profit off of that exact feeling.
So I would take the regular one and then maybe give this a little college sprinkle. Just because, again, you don't want to lose based off of a special teams touchdown or something like that was fluky.
That's true.
So, I mean, plus 430, they are baiting you. Which tells me that DraftKings doesn't think this is happening. But anything can happen.
I mean, many before have doubted the greatness of Sam Darnold and Brett Rippon. I would say stop now. Now, as far as we're on the subject of college sprinkles, I'm intrigued by Noah Fant or Jerry Jeudy 2+ touchdowns.
No.
No?
Stop. You can't take under 29.5 and then bet on someone to score 2 touchdowns.
They could monopolize the touchdowns.
14-7 game.
Yeah.
2 touchdowns for Noah Fant. Get the hell out of here. We are not betting on anything involving touchdowns in this game.
Fair enough. Brett Rippon over 18.5 completions.
Now that I
you
love.
like that.
I mean, you're the Jets. Tell me what you would, because I know how the Jets should attack this game defensively, but tell me what you would do.
I mean, I would pressure the Broncos offense like nobody's business. I would play really tight coverage. I'd play a lot of press to take away any tempo. And I'd, make a point of emphasis that like zone over the middle of the field needs to be really tight. You guys got to be on point. I don't want you ever biting on any play action fakes because their run game doesn't scare us in the slightest. So just stay home and cover the middle. If you take the middle of the field and you press them and you take away the quick timing, they're done.
Okay. That's essentially what I think. The only thing you said there is blitz a bunch. I wouldn't. The Buccaneers actually had a lot more success against Brett Rippon when they didn't blitz. I think you play press man.
Yeah.
And just play them pretty honest up the middle with an emphasis on stopping the run.
Yeah.
Because of that, I think you're going to see 2nd and 9, 2nd and 8, 3rd and 7. And Brett Rippon is just going to take what the defense gives him. So,
you think it's a lot of like
you're just gonna rack up checkdowns
2 yards short of the sticks on 3rd and 7.
Unfortunately,
5-yard completion, 3rd and 7.
When people think of strong arms in the NFL, they think of like 60-yard 9 routes.
Yeah,
that's really not what it's about. Strong arms in the NFL is about fitting the ball into tight windows.
Yes,
that's what Drew Lock does so well that makes you so excited about him. Not throwing deep balls. People, I thought this guy had a strong arm. He can't throw a deep ball right. It really has nothing to do with that.
Yep.
If Brett Rippon's trying to force the ball into tight windows on 3rd downs, the Broncos are going to have a bad time.
Yeah.
So he's going to have to take what the defense gives him, check it down to Noah Fant or Melvin Gordon, and hope they break a tackle.
I mean, was this you've seen Brett Rippon as a Bronco more than like all
99.9% of the world.
5 people in the world. Less than 10, about more than 5-ish. Is this scouting report all based on the Bucs, or were you seeing this from seeing Brett Rippon with the scout team and 3rd string team in practice and even what you remember preseason and what have you?
He's the prototypical smart backup quarterback. I mean, he's basically Trevor Siemian with a little bit more awareness. Yeah. So when you the one thing that I don't think people are giving credit for that you might see him do tonight, again, we're talking about strong arms and long throws. Those really don't equate that well. He throws a nice deep ball. I'm putting deep ball in parentheses because he can't throw it 60 yards in the air. But what I think is going to happen is you're going to see him hit a couple of those double moves on the sideline where he throws it over the corner under the safety. He throws that ball really, really well, and he loves that throw. So he's going to be able to make some of those plays, and Broncos fans are going to love it because it's something that Drew Lock even struggled with, especially in the first game of the season. That throw is going to be out there for him. That's, I think, his best throw. He throws more dimes. His DPP, dimes per practice, leads the team.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I always liked his arm at Boise. It moves decently enough, but be interesting.
So he's not going to uncork, a deep post that blows everyone away. But I do think he can work the sideline 25 to 40 yards down the field.
Okay. Another one I like, Darnold, interceptions over 0.5. So to throw an interception, minus 148. You think the Broncos are winning? If you think it's sloppy, it's probably going to happen.
Yep. Scares me for that damn under.
The Jets offense has been letting Sam Darnold down, so he's forced into tough spots. So I don't know.
Did I mention the tight end? I don't think I have. I mentioned that pre-show.
You haven't.
This is my one pro Jets bet, and it's the tight end Christopher Herndon, over 35.5 yards receiving. Man, I thought this would be a lot higher. The reason I like this, as you might assume if you're a Broncos fan, is if Adam Gase is worth one penny of what they're giving him, he should know that if you can get Josie Jewell covering your tight end, you're in a good place. And
you're not wrong.
I mean, almost the entire game plan should be based around trying to isolate Josie Jewell in coverage on Christopher Herndon. And if you get that, you're gonna make some plays out there. So I have to think that he covers. I could see him covering this on the first drive. On the script.
I like it.
Okay, quickly, shout out to DraftKings Sportsbook. Head over to DraftKings Sportsbook. Use the code DNVR when you sign up. You can get a sign-up bonus up to $1,000. Not only that, but you can get in on all this stuff. I mean, a 20% profit boost that you can apply to any bet in any game all week long during the NFL season. You can get in on the bet $1 to win $100 that they do for new users. Basically, pick any team to win. Get it right. You win $100 off of $1. It's just a can't miss proposition. There's just always something fun. They've got the first TD protection. We stay away from it, but a lot of other people like it. One of my buddies told me he's like all in on the first TD thing. He hit 2 this week.
Really?
And he can't get enough of it.
That's beautiful. I mean, those are great. I'm all in, as you know, on the 20% boost of the MLB parlays. 4 or more. That's got me watching these baseball playoffs just around the clock.
Send me one of those. I want to ride with you.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. But anyways, head over to DraftKings Sportsbook. All sorts of awesome promos all the time. And you get a sign-up bonus up to $1,000 when you use that code.
Yep.
DNVR. Of course, you must be 21 or older. Colorado only. Bonus comprised of a first deposit bonus and a first bet match, each up to $500. Deposit bonus requires a 25x playthrough, and restrictions do apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. Okay. Yes. Anything else that you're eyeing in this game or just in sports tonight?
No, in this game, I've emptied the clip. I'm in on 9. Without money lines or overs, but between the 2 field goals, safety, Darnold, Rippin, sprinkling Fant and Judy to get some touch. I'm taking those off.
Oh, by the way, I have Judy over 4.5 receptions.
Oh yeah, there you go.
He gets open so easily.
I know.
And that's what Brett Rippin needs.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
If they play man, which I think they should, Judy's going to eat.
Yeah, no, he is. So, especially if they're pressing at the line.
Yeah.
I like the Cardinals tonight against the Padres. Slam Diego. Backs against the wall, but they face Adam Wainwright. Those pesky St. Louis Cardinals, man, they're tough in the postseason. They're going to win tonight with Wainwright on the mound and eliminate the Padres. And I'll look good since I was hating on the Padres preseason. Also, I already got my money in, but A's looking good.
6-4.
6-4, top of the 8th.
Ooh, you just jinxed yourself.
DraftKings, if this hits, maybe you'll consider that buyout on the A's to win the chip.
Oh, and that's for them to advance in this. This is the series clincher, right? 3-game series.
Yep.
Come on, A's.
It's the rubber match. It's game 3, baby.
Come on, A's.
And I mean, I'll probably be sprinkling the Brewers once they're down to the Dodgers today, and I get better value.
Fade Kershaw in the playoffs.
History has shown that's the way to go.
Oh, it has shown in spades.
Oh, I hadn't even thought about that. Yeah, I'm all in.
What's the money line?
Plus 205. Not bad.
Is there enough games left for me to create a 4-leg parlay? Damn it.
Unfortunately not.
All right. So those are the picks. Guy, did we have any questions pop up in there?
Someone asked about our tailgate show. Asked if it was tonight, but we're doing that Sunday.
Yeah, good question. Tailgate show still going Sunday. We just want to kind of keep that tradition going. Every Sunday morning, we're in here drinking, being idiots.
Yeah, as you get ready for the NFL weekend, we just still want to do that, even if the Broncos play today. So,
final reminder also, first come, first serve down here at the DNVR bar today. So if you want to come watch the game with us, get your ass over here. Watch the game with us. Have some fun. And also, insane sale, because today's the 1-year anniversary of DNVR. Insane sale going on in the DNVR Locker right now. Go quick, because everything is flying off the shelves.
Yep.
So take advantage of that. But for now on DNVR Bets Daily, that's going to wrap it up for us. Good luck on your bets tonight, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.